So welcome back everyone, Mike here. We are making a special delivery here this morning. If you remember a while back, I can't even remember when it was, maybe last fall, I had a big massive red oak delivered to our house. And there's a local town called Zillionople, great little town, and they had this massive oak tree die that was located inside the park. So they had somebody take it down and they brought it to my place and asked me if I would saw it into some usable lumber for a project that they're working on. So I cut some of it a while back, and then yesterday I sawed 4 more pieces just for some extras. They were looking for 20 pieces, 3 inches thick, so 12/4, 11 inches wide, 4 feet long. So I had 20 of them yesterday. I figured I'd cut 4 more in case any of the other ones split or whatever. So now they have some extra, and I got them loaded up here in the back of the in the trailer. I was going to put them in the back of the truck, but the pallet's 4 feet wide. They might have been sticking out a little bit, so I figured I'd kind of get them wedged in there. So I got them in the dump trailer, and we're probably going to have to unload them all by hand down here, but at least I didn't have to load them by hand onto the trailer. So that's the plan, and I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be using these for, so hopefully when we get down here we'll get some idea. I know it has something to do with the bridge railing. I'm not 100% sure. All right, pulling into the Zilly Park. All right, we got everything unloaded over there by the shed. They're not going to use it right away, maybe in a week or so. But now they're going to give me a little white birch log. I never had a birch. I think this is one of the first like ornamental trees that they planted at the park about 50, 60 years ago, and it died last year. So yeah, they're gonna give it to me. I'll put it on a mill, see what it looks like. Their little Kubota over there, it's got 17 or 1800 hours on it now. Alright, so we got all unloaded, but I'll take a ride up around the park here. This is up on the hill. They got some pavilions up here, and there's a ball field up top, or as a matter of fact, they used to play some ball years ago. That big oak that I sawed up, though, it came, I think it was right by that shelter up there. There's a little pavilion up there. I think that's the one where that big oak came from. Okay, we're coming up to the top of the hill here. This is the ball field up here. I used to play, I think it was Colt League. Yeah, 15, 16-year-old. And then I played some Legion baseball as well, which would be 17, 18 years old. And this is where they set the fireworks off for the 4th of July. It's one of the highest points around here, so it's a nice spot for it. Over here they got a little amphitheater thing. Down there to the right is the swimming pool. And you know, they've got basketball courts, tennis courts, and more ball fields over that way. And over here to the left, they have a skate park. So right here is where that oak's going to go, in between these beams. And then they're going to go out another 4 feet on each side, plus out on a 45 with some more beams. And they'll set right down in there between them. I think it'll look nice when it's done. And over here's your basic playground. All right, I'm gonna head back to the house and we'll unload that birch log. I'm not sure what to expect with that. And then we'll see what else we get into here today. Holy smokes, that was crazy. About 5 more seconds, maybe not even that guy would have been into the side of me. So I'm on my way back from the Zilly Park, and I'm getting kind of close to town near where I live, and some guy just shoots straight through a stop sign about 35, 40 miles an hour, never slowed down, and ran right into the side of a tractor trailer. And I jumped out of the truck, I called 911, and he gets out of the car. When you first saw the car, I'm thinking this is really bad. He gets out of the car, he's all bloody, he's all disoriented, and at first I thought it was just because of the accident, you know. But he jumps out, he falls down on his face, and he gets up and he starts walking up the street. So I'm kind of yelling at him, hey, just sit down, take it easy. And then he starts yelling and swearing at me to get away from him. So I'm on the phone with 911. I'm just kind of following the guy, seeing where he's going. And it was a few minutes and the police showed up and they didn't know where he was. And I'm yelling down the street, he's up here. Then the guy tries breaking into a house. He's beating on the windows of this house. And the cop gets his gun, follows him, and, you know, gets him on the ground finally. A bunch of yelling and screaming going on. And then they got him in handcuffs. And he was definitely on something or drunk or I don't know what he was. But I have zero patience for people like that. I mean, it's 10 a.m. in the morning and the guy's drunk or on something, runs through a stop sign, could have killed somebody. And he got arrested, and now they're hauling him to the hospital right now. He's all banged up. So I had to give a statement and all that to the police, and I just got out of there. But traffic's all jacked up, but what a crazy morning, you know? It can happen that quick, especially with people like that on the road. Unbelievable. But yeah, I'm back here at the house now, safe and sound, and pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. So while I have the dump trailer on, I'm going to go pick up a couple yards of topsoil. I did have that nice big pile to work out of, but it's all gone. And I'll get a couple yards, dump it in here, spread this out. If you saw that last video, this is the only place I have been unsuccessful at growing grass. And it's kind of rough. This was a rush job before the wedding. So I'll get a couple yards of topsoil. I'll mow all this down and spread it out, reseed it, remulch it, and there should be enough on here that it comes in pretty nice, especially this time of year. What happened here was, I've got that shale rock right underneath this topsoil, and we had some really, really hot weather there for a couple weeks, and I think it just heated up and kind of burned it out, but we'll get her fixed up. But anyway, this birch, if anyone has any experience sawing birch or using it for woodworking, please let me know in the comments. I've never had one of these before. It's not real big. It's about, 13, 14 inches in diameter. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Not only did I get the topsoil spread out, I got all the little holes filled in pretty well. Got it nice and fluffed up. As soon as the wind dies down here later this evening, I will seed this, put some mulch on it, and should be good to go. So as I was out running around today and doing work here, I keep thinking back to that accident that I saw this morning, and it makes you just wonder what goes through somebody's mind to think it's okay to get behind the wheel impaired like that. You know, as I mentioned before, I'm thankful that guy hit a tractor trailer. Had he hit somebody on their driver's door in a car, I think they would have got hurt pretty badly. And by the way, I wanted to mention, I had that camera sitting on the dashboard of my truck, and I watched that clip of him getting out of the car, and I edited that part out. As soon as he got out of the car, he fell right in his face, and I think that's mostly how he got injured on his head. He was bleeding in his head, and I just edited that part out. But like as soon as he got out, he kind of pushed that one woman out of the way, and he was trying to get away. Who knows what he was trying to do, but just a bad deal all the way around. And it was about a block from the elementary school. Had he been at that intersection about an hour and a half before, there had been a bunch of kids crossing that street right there. So I guess that's the good news. Hopefully he's in the hospital, then we'll be in jail. But anyway, I think that's it for today's video. Like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.